Oh, I'm sorry. Did people want to press X to start? Were people wanting us to start? Is that what that was?
You actually want us to do our job?
I can't believe you actually want me to do my job.
Shocking.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hello, cryptids. We are going to get through as many chapters of the Corpse Party Blood Drive game as we can today. We've got the extra chapters, and they're all apparently short as fuck.
We can do it. We can do all of these extra chapters and it'll equal, the length of the rest of them. It's fine.
I mean, if we could do 4 chapters last time, what's to stop us from doing 8 this time?
Exactly.
It's not 4, 8, basically the same number.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's basically
the
same number. Would you like to go through our little trigger warnings, please?
Yes, because it's actually showing up on my screen now.
That is fantastic. I'm glad.
Double time it, then we can do 8. Okay, double time. Okay, this game includes graphic depictions of violence to children and teenagers, gore, death, and may also reference or mention past sexual assault. I don't know how much that's gonna apply to the extra chapters, because the extra chapters tend to be stories. I know for a fact that the gore one is very applicable to the first extra chapter.
Oh, really now? You know this?
I know it, because I love this extra chapter.
Oh, you do?
If it is exactly the one I think it is, yes. And it will be me sat here talking to myself for the eternity.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Buzz. That's pissing me off, hold on.
Other disclaimers, this is an adult channel. We might occasionally make sexual comments, violent comments, talk about alcohol, or...
B! Cannot Scotland forever over the top of the content warnings! Me!
It's okay. I got most of it out before he started, I think.
No, because it's still going.
No,
but maybe.
Before he started. Yeah.
Maybe. V!
Where is my tobacco?
What is your what?
My tobacco. My tobacco byproducts. Wheat byproduct, tobacco byproduct.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Gizmo.
Oh, it's okay, V. I appreciate the Scotland. Yeah, but just the general one for the channel. We may make sexual comments. We may talk about the smokies and
the alcoholies.
The alcoholies, and you know
violence.
The violence and the goers and the always.
Right back.
We may also both wander off at random times.
Someone got a spit bubble in the vape. And it wasn't me because it was there when I took my inhale.
My fucking apologies. It's not my fault my mouth is wet.
Yeah, but it's your fault that usually my pussy is.
Not
right now. But, usually. It would be a problem if it was right now.
It's a quote for the ages.
It is a quote for the ages?
Yes. Okay.
Are you running laps because you want your game, Gizmo? The game is coming.
The game is coming, Gizmo. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. Okay, big sippy.
Gizmo was running laps around me. Sippy. Because he was like, excuse me, my game? What about my game?
Make the mouths more wet.
Make the mouth more wet, yes. It's fine, I have Q-tip.
Okay. I'm gonna have to, do my best with these voices because it's the two people who sound the most similar that are in the same fucking chapter.
Gizmo, the game is starting, chill.
Yes, I was doing it loud enough and close enough to the mic so that you could hear me, so that you had proof that I was the hydrating.
Gizmo, the game is starting. You don't gotta be impatient. He wants the game and he's just...
Did you enjoy your spirit gulp ASMR?
I know, it starts soon.
It starts soon, Gizmo, honestly. Promise.
He was sitting on my lap a couple minutes ago watching me play a game while I was waiting for Spirit to finish making the pizza dough for later tonight. and he was watching my game, and I turned it off, and he stomped his feet, and he's just been mad since then because there is no game.
Hello. Yeah, he angry.
And it's so funny. He's just like, but there's no game for 5 fucking minutes.
It's just how I gulp when I'm trying to, you know, be loud and make sure people can hear me. I'm usually very quiet.
Yeah, he's usually very quiet. Unless he decides to sleep scream.
Unless I'm sleep screaming, yeah.
He will scream at full volume in his sleep sometimes, and I'll ask him about it in the morning. He'll be like, well, it's fine. I had a good dream. I was fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck were you screaming then? And he's like, I didn't scream. You screamed. And I'm like, no. I was awake and on the toilet when I heard a screaming from half the apartment away.
Gizmo, you're gonna have to behave yourself or you're going back in.
It's timeout.
I don't think he wants to accept the timeout. I think you need to actually put him in a timeout.
Okay, he's in timeout.
He is in timeout.
Alright, you ready to start extra chapter 1?
Yes. I hope that this is the chapter I think it is and I'm not just spouting bullshit.
It'd be so funny if you were spouting bullshit and you get into this chapter and it's one you actually hate.
Yeah.
So did you say you're gonna be, like, this is gonna be almost entirely you?
Almost entirely me. I think you'll have one character to voice.
Wow.
It's gonna be me. Yes, it is exactly the one I think it is.
Are you gonna chill the fuck out?
No. Blood Drive Extra Chapter 1, Last Waltz. Oh, should mention, this takes place after the first game. The first cycle of their time in Heavenly Host. This is just after he jumps out the window.
Yeah, you should probably give context at the beginning of all these chapters.
Yeah, that's my plan. It's almost like I'm a Corpse Party fan, I know. Yeah, this takes place after the scene in the first Corpse Party game where he finds out that it's Mayu that he's looking at on his phone and goes completely insane and leaps out a window.
You know, it's almost like Spirit's the reason that we've put you guys through this hell.
Hee hee. Fucking giggling at me. I've not said it yet.
He did a... Gizmo was in timeout. He's underneath a little blanket to chill the fuck out. And the blanket just rose dramatically and then fell.
He's give up.
It was the world's biggest sigh.
Yeah. He huff. Okay. So cold. My entire body hurts. Gizmo wants to watch Corpse Party too. Yeah, usually he does, but he's been a little shit.
We took too long to start, and he's just not happy because it's not on his schedule.
Yeah.
We've been off his schedule all day for reasons that I can't get into. But he's just angry that nothing today is following his schedule, and he's having a tantrum.
Yeah. That's right. I couldn't move a muscle on my body. It's as if I were paralyzed. I tried to focus my strength into my arms to wake them up, but... My left arm seems to be broken.
Just hate it when my left arm is suddenly broken. It's like the worst, honestly.
The areas in the most pain are my left arm and the left side of my head. My shoulder seems to have taken some of the brunt as well. I lay on my stomach and turn my neck. The one muscle still mobile for me. To see an immediate environment full of broken branches and crushed leaves. Gizmo. Oh, it looks like I got caught in some branches and... My ribs might be broken as well. What an ungraceful sight I must be. And utterly helpless to boot. What?
Just a little bit more shaky.
I am trying to remain in character and you keep making comments.
Well, I don't have any lines on what we want me to do. Shut up.
I don't know.
What do you want me to do? Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
No, you don't have to shut the fuck up.
No.
Just not after every fucking line.
Fine. Morishige gay. Morishige gay.
Morishige is gay, you say it as the straightest fucking line on the planet shows up on the screen.
He's bisexual. He's bisexual.
So he's basically gay.
He's basically gay.
we should mention that we are not being biphobic here. It's just a joke.
Yeah, we are
People
bi.
chill out. We are bi.
It's just gay is the meme, you know?
Yeah, the memes. It's funny. I mustn't allow Mayu to see me in such a state. Mayu. Mayu.
Maya, please don't look at me. Stop staring at my insides. Shig, please. Shig, throwing up is even worse. Please don't. Shig, please stop. No vomit. You know, honestly, our trigger warning for these games we need to update it to include vomit whenever another one potentially comes out, because it happens
every fucking time, and every time we forget to add vomit and vomit shows up and we forget about it again. I am sorry.
Forgetting about the vomit.
That mournful voice playing over my phone, so clearly Mayu's. I just couldn't get the sound of it out of my ears. It haunted my every thought and shook me to my core. Sorrow and anger, hatred and remorse. My head was flooded with wave upon wave of emotion. I'd allowed my own morbid curiosity to get the better of me, using it as justification to disrespect or even desecrate the corpses of countless unfortunate victims in this school. What?
So that's it.
Oh, okay. Time out. Double time. You got far more patience with him than I would. I would have put him back in the tank by now.
I am anxious like all the time right now, and I just want him near me, and so I will put up with literally any of his bullshit right now.
Okay.
Oh, look at me, I'm beautiful.
What a beautiful specimen. She sparkles so perfectly in the dim light, innards ripe with a red hue that belies the finality of the situation, appearing passionate and alive. And her intestines are so thin and twisted. Are you embarrassed to show me what lies beneath your skin, my nameless angel? I shall preserve this perfection on my phone for all eternity. For you are truly so unsightly, I can't help but gaze upon you.
That sounds like an insult.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're insulting my corpse.
One corpse more than any other caught my eye, however, and this one wasn't just some nameless person I'd never known in life as I had initially assumed. She was a friend, whom I cherished as I would a sister. She was the light that had kept me moving forward in this dark space. She was Mayu Suzumoto. But now, she was a stain. Her light had been snuffed, leaving only darkness in my heart. A stain. Wow.
Fucking.
Mayu. Mayu.
I'm not talking to you, I'm angry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mayu. I was... Scream.
10 out of 10 performance.
What?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Amazing. Sorry for everyone, I just fucking deafened. I am a lot closer to the microphone than he is, so anytime I have to scream, I'm just gonna deafen everyone. Slide it further away from me so that, I deafen people slightly less.
Yeah.
I cried with every last bit of my soul, penetrating the ugliness of my own physical form as I lay there, bruised and broken and covered in my own vomit. The pungent stench of bile filled my nose. Mayu. Mayu. The tears kept on streaming. I was sobbing so hard, and through possibly broken ribs no less, that my airways had backed up, causing me to break out into fits of coughing. I can't keep fake coughing, I'm sorry.
He will actually get himself fucking sick, because that's just what
I will, yeah. A sudden gust of wind shook the leaves on the trees around me, chilling my body and soul and filling my ears with the sounds of rustling leaves. My head hurts. I feel sick. I had to move. I knew that if I didn't, I would wither and die here, besmirched by my own blood and the contents of my own stomach. I attempted to stand, but the pain was disheartening. Blast it.
Blast! Blast, I've been foiled again.
I balanced myself on my right arm and with excruciating effort was able to forcefully climb back to my feet. I put my hand on the nearest tree, using it as a crutch with which to support my weight as I relearned the mere art of remaining upright under these new physical restrictions. Glancing back toward the school, I noticed a rusty tub next to the wall. It was full of water from the near constant rain. Every step I took brought with it a new and more intense pain, but I took these steps nonetheless, approaching the tub slowly and methodically. Splish, splish. I should think it's the sound of him shuffling along the ground, dragging his broken legs along.
Probably.
Yeah. I squatted in front of it and pulled my face close to the water's surface. Cupping some rainwater in my right hand, I splashed my face, attempting to wash up as best I could. Okay. Just a second, guys. Someone has decided to disappear on us once more. Another gust of wind shook the tree branches, but this time brought with it a gift. A large plastic bag, which somehow found its way to my foot and got itself caught thereupon. I stared at it for a time, pondering what paltry favour fate had brought me, but ultimately chose to keep it on my person as I painstakingly made my way back to the school building. I entered through the connecting corridor between the main building and its annex, and resumed my wanderings through the dark, empty halls. The only sound I could hear was that of my own footfalls. From whence does this foul odour emanate, if not from all corners of this place? And just how many living, breathing human beings remain within its walls? Mochida, Kishinama, Nakashima, Shinahara, the Clash Rep, Miss Yui, and Mochida's sister? I haven't seen any of them for quite a time now. Have they all perished? Am I the sole survivor? It isn't an unreasonable proposition. Surviving in a place like this requires no small amount of determination. I peered into a random classroom through its broken door, and the first thing I saw was a hefty stack of corpses, each wearing a sailor-style school uniform. Bodies here as well? I don't recall them from before. Such an odd space this is, devoid of day and night alike. It's as if time has stopped, though it clearly hasn't. Corpses decompose here as anywhere else, eventually turning to bone. This truly is a wretched place. Perhaps I'll be among the rotting masses tomorrow. As I walked along the old run-down halls, a scent not unlike rusted steel began to grace my nose, growing stronger and stronger as I approached my destination. And then, there I was, the point where the hall formed an S shape. And there it was, an unmatched sight that would turn an ordinary man's stomach. Fortunately, mine had already been turned, twisted, and thoroughly emptied, freeing me to enjoy the view. Sorry I'm late. I've come to pick you up, Maya. I knelt before the splattered chunks of human flesh on the wall, as if in reverence, and opened the large plastic bag fate had bequeathed me. Squish, squish.
もうしげにどこ行ってたの？
He is not here. Oh god.
あのね、
Oh my god, what is the button?
しげにの演技は遠くから見ても手話は
There you are, Shig. What on earth kept you?
すっごいんだから。
I wasn't the only one waiting, you know. Teach wanted to see you perform too. It's like I said earlier, your acting is always so dazzling and full of life, whether I'm standing right next to you or watching from afar. You flatter me. Not at all. I just don't want you to miss your big chance, you know?
嫌なことも
I'm sure there's a lot of crap to deal with, but, well, I just think there's an equal amount of good that could come with it too.
それにしげに
And it wouldn't just be for you, but for those of us who feel energized when they see you act. Like me.
だから
So, come on, let's go. I know you can do it.
小さい頃の俺は
When I was young, I was highly prone to sickness, which resulted in me spending an inordinate amount of time at home alone.
忙しいか
My
ら
parents were so busy, they
家
rarely
族
ever
で
had
出かけ
time
る
for
こ
me.
とどうせ期待してる
So
か
I've
構わ
learned
ない
that when I know my expectations aren't to be met, I'm better off expecting nothing from the very start.
そう思うようになってから
This guiding philosophy made it easier for me to cope with the time I was forced to spend by myself, and ultimately I came to prefer my own company, willfully locking myself away.
普通
Hello, you've returned.
子供がそんな状態でいたら
Great fucking
親は心
timing.
配するもんだっ
No,
Yeah, you completely missed Mayu's lines.
てうちは違ってた
I'm sorry.
Disappeared before they show up, and come back once they're done. Almost as if you'd fucking planned it.
No, I was like, maybe by the time like I come back, I'll have lines.
No.
This doesn't look like a scene where I'm gonna have lines. It looks like it's just gonna talk about crawling around, you know, with broken legs for a while. Like,
Can you
I will sit down.
sit the fuck down?
You sit the fuck down.
You sit the fuck down. Generally, when one's child behaves in such a manner, a responsible parent would exhibit some sign of worry, no? But mine did not.
父さんは医者だから
My father's a doctor, so
家
his
に
time
は
at
ほと
home
んど
was
帰って
always a
こなかった
premium.
し俺と話した
And in the rare instances we would
もう
talk,
す
he
ぐ
would
みたい
only
に
ask
あれこれ
questions of
聞
me,
いて
as if I were just another one of his patients.
俺にとって父さん
To
は
me, he was less a father and more
父
a
親という
physician.
より喋らない
I rarely spoke, and I never smiled. And this terrified my mother, whose interactions with me were always
母さん
tentative and
はいつも
hesitant,
ビクビクし
as
て
if she were dealing with some
腫れ
rare
物に触れる
disease.
ようにせそんな環
This
境だった
environment shaped me into the person I am.
実の親さえ
person
信用できない
distrustful of his own
人間になっていた家族の中で
The only family member in whom I had full confidence was my grandfather.
祖父が亡くなって
But after he passed away, I had no
毎
one.
日がぼんやりとして
I withdrew
無
completely
気力状態に
until
な
I
ってい
met
たと
Maya.
もしマユと出
If I
会って
hadn't
いな
met
かっ
her,
た
I may never have known the joys of acting. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
これからも
Yes, we're getting wonderful sounds of him scooping Mayu into the plastic bag.
Oh.
Let's be together forevermore, Mayu. You should be all here now, right? Hmm? Wait.
How was he standing up? I thought it
マユの
was.
髪飾りがない
His arm was broken. The rest of his body, it
Oh,
wasn't
right.
said.
Right.
Just that his
sorry.
arm was definitely
I thought
broken.
you said his legs were broken, so I thought like his legs were actually broken. I didn't realize it was like a.
No, I was ripping the piss.
Okay, well if his arms are broken, how is he moving both arms?
I don't know.
Morishige, what are you doing?
It's possible he said it's broken, but it's just fractured. I don't know. I mean, he did jump off of a second floor window.
And it's also possible that they just didn't feel like drawing another.
It's
set
very
of sprites.
possible. Yeah. It's not here. Where could it be? Mayu, your hairpin is missing. Where is it? Where did it go?
It's in my hair.
I frantically searched the immediate area, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Blast! Blast!
I can't take him seriously when he says blast, because all I can do is
Blast.
hear fucking Stewie
Yeah.
Griffin.
Every time he says blast, I'm just gonna shout fuck. Because I cannot take blast seriously.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just like, Stewie?
Stewie? Did someone take it? Fuck.
ごめんマユ
I'm sorry, Mayu. I know it must be somewhere around here.
必ず見つ
I'll
ける
find it for you, I swear. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm getting disapproving glances from Gizmo. This is why I said it would just be me. It's just those two for most of it.
So they're gonna be gay.
They're gonna be gay.
ここにはも
What?
う俺以外生存
I'm
していない
beginning to think I'm the only person still alive in here. Right, you can do
He's like,
that.
what am I, chopped liver?
What?
He's like, what am I, chopped liver?
You can do the extra voices in here since I'm doing everything else.
It hurts. It hurts. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Help me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Again.
Die. Everybody just die. Damn it. It's your fault. It's all your fault. Hell, it is. You're the one to blame. Everything's all your fault. Mommy. Mommy. I can't stop the bleeding. I can't stop it. You're the one who climbed up there just because you could. I'm sorry. Is this the other kid again? The
Yeah.
crying one? Okay. This isn't anyone's fault. I mean, you climbed it too. We fell because you pulled me. You're the one who pulled. Nuh-uh. Yeah. Thank you. It's hard to tell which of the kids is speaking. when I can't
They're
fucking-
jumping between the earphones, so I'm just like, okay, I'll just point.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I was doing so much of it as the whiny kid, and I'm like, wait a minute, I think half of this wasn't the whiny kid.
They
Oops.
sounded fairly similar beforehand, and then I realised they were jumping.
Yeah.
子供というものは実に残酷
Children
で
in reality are
素直
merciless
で
creatures
貪欲な生き物
consumed with greed.
それだけに
The way they react when
追い
they've been
詰められた
cornered
時の
is
反応
what
は
truly
興味深い
fascinates me.
だが
But those who have died and
死して
possess no
肉体
physical
を持たない
body anymore are nothing more than
ただの
balls of
醜
pure
悪な
malice and
怨
regret,
念の塊です
unsightly and best avoided.
生を象徴
When the
する
spark of life is
肉体
attached
に
to a
執
body,
着して
only
い
then
ま
is
す
it able to shine its brightest and appear most beautiful.
死した者
I
の
simply have no time for the
興
dead.
味は
As I approached the auditorium, I heard a voice echoing from within.
Can I just get a completely unrelated good cryptic and a head cap, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I got a phone call that I would normally answer and be like, ah.
Oh.
But I was a good boy and I hung up.
If you need to go phone
No.
them back, you can.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It is somebody who's not supposed to be calling me.
Oh. 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 I see.
Yes.
Oh. How the fuck did the call get through?
So I don't have this person blocked yet because I still have to get some of my stuff back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for the cryptic conversation, but you know, I am cryptic and sometimes I have cryptic conversations. They're usually with myself, but sometimes they involve spirit.
Is someone there? I looked inside and saw a young man standing on the stage, wearing the uniform of a different school. He held a plastic bag in his hand which seemed to be standing in for a co-star.
今宵
Oof.
北の
Yeah,
空に輝く
he's
ポラリ
completely
ス
fucking lost it.
誓いを立てよ
This night, on Northern Polaris, I do vow, its distant glowing a light on thy cheek.
う私は生涯
For you, my deepest feelings to opine, my heart and soul
私
cast
の
at your
全て
worthy
をかけ
feet.
あの仮面舞踏会で互い
Was
の
it
素
that
性も
masquerade
顔
I
も
loved
知ら
its
ず
bloom, without reserve and faceless in our guise?
対立する一族で
And on
あ
our
りながら
family's
惹かれ合った
quarrel,
の
but
は
my fate is to be
運
drowned
命
deep
以
in thy
外の
endless
何物で
eyes.
も君のぬくもりを
So
感じながら
song
踊
to
れ
song we danced,
一曲
our
一
warm
曲
embrace shook loose the last
人
resistance
々
of
を
our
しのん
heart.
で
And when our
何度も
lips
唇
exchanged
を
the
触れ合わ
softest
せた
brush, it would a dream
その瞬
surpassing all
間
man's art.
私は今
Regret I bear for
君を
parting
返してし
there
まっ
with
たこと
thee,
を悔やんで
when all my instincts was to steal away. I hate reading fucking plays because I cannot
君を
fucking
さらっ
get
ておけばよ
the
かっ
words out. They're so weird.
Yeah.
And the order and how they're written, I struggle so much.
たとえ
Beneath
全て
night's
のもの
cover
から非
tarnishing
難
our
されよう
names,
とも
what need have we of
そう
names
すべきだ
come
った
break of day?
こんなにも苦しく
This mad desire that
君
burns
を
within
欲し
my
てや
heart,
まない
eternally full fit it
今にも
seems
胸
to
が張り
burst.
しいや
Mayhap it burst long past, and now I stare upon thee with the eyes of one unmade soul. I saw mayhap and my brain immediately went perchance.
Perchance.
You can't just say perchance. I fucking love love that meme.
This meme is fucking beautiful.
You can't just say perchance.
Per chance.
Like, why the fuck not? Perchance.
あ
This is actually really a beautiful scene, though, and I feel so sad.
Yeah, I am trying not to cry. That's why I'm giggling and giggling over perchance, because otherwise I will just sit here and sob.
あ窮地に追い込
Oh,
むことも
couldst I fly to thee this very night? Yet in my flight perhaps thou were dismayed.
夜空に輝く
The stars in their
星たち
high seats spun bright this night, as though the future twixt us now to
彼
tell.
女の身に
My heart is restless,
私の
stricken
想
with
像を
such
絶す
terror.
るほどの
as
噂
visions
を
of our
かけ
failure
も
might
しないか
impart.
出会うべくして出会った
Thou art my greatest love, as blue's the sky, yet fate grips me and thee to drive apart.
なぜそっとしておいてくれ
Wherefore
ないのか
cannot we meet as lovers meet?
なぜ私たち
Wherefore dost thou our
祝
hearts
福して
refuse
は
to
くれない
cross?
星たち
Ansels, I implore you, the stars above,
私たちが一体
why
何をしたと
torments
いうの
thou
か
us so with hard loss?
彼女の
Jesus
手
fuck.
も足も
Her hands, her feet, her lips,
唇も
her being and whole is perfect,
彼女の
even
全てが清
sculpted
ら
by
か
God's hand.
スズランの
The
よう
lily's purity,
可憐で
exposed,
汚れなき
laid
彼女
bare, that
あら
predators
ゆ
may
るもの
force
から
their way
守り
within.
奇弁と言われれば
To call myself a
確かに
guardian
そ
to
うかも
possess
しれない
another, as my own desire demands.
独占欲を正当
Call
化
it
して
sophistry or
守護
what
者
thou
を気取っ
wilt.
てみたと
For
こ
all
ろ
else I may be, I am
所
just a
詮は
man.
愛しい女性
And as a man descent from Adam's
この腕に
kin,
抱きしめ
Adam's
たいと
kin,
思うこの
this
衝動
impure
を
flame is kindled here within.
最初は
Alas, her smile was
笑顔
once
が
enough
見ら
to
れれば
sate these
それで
demons
幸せ
howling,
だった
clawing at my breast.
しかし
But daily grow these feelings, and
思い
those
の
smiles,
響きに
which once
高ま
could soothe me, now confer no
た
rest.
君の方に触
What
れた
match is there for touch, for talk,
君の
for
髪に触れ
taste,
たい
to soak thee in like venom
そう
through the
思う
skin?
君が辛い時は
If sorrow hangs
そばに
thee, I'll attend thy side,
支
to
え
lift
たい
thee up. Is wishing such a
君
sin?
をこうして
I'd love thee
離れ
even
た
if
場所からしか
'twere from afar.
愛を
Or
語
if all
ること
men
が
did
で
I
きない
know
の
with
で
contempt.
もし
If be my
私の
hands
手が
corrupt,
汚
I'll
れて
chop
いる
them
と
off.
いうのなら
If be my tongue
すぐ
corrupt,
に
I'll
切り
scoop
落
it
としま
out.
すもし
If my eyes should
私
defile
の
you,
目が
out
彼
they
女を
come.
汚すという
All
のなら
sense is not if thou disparts
すぐ
from
に
me.
潰してみせまし
On
ょう
bended knee, I beg of thee to
だ
spawn
からどう
all
か
others who would court you tongue and
もう
tongue.
一彼女の手に
If not, I pray thee one last favor
唇
grant.
に口づけ
Allow my lips once more to touch thy hand.
お許し
The man slowly, painstakingly dropped to one knee as his soliloquy suggested he would. He began drawing his lips toward the plastic bag, until I made him realize he had an audience.
誰だ
He's slowly clapping. Who's there?
なかなかの名演技じゃ
Not a
ない
bad performance. I
そ
had
ん
no
な
idea
特
you
技
were
があ
such
る
a
とは
skilled
知らん
child.
かった
お前は確か
You're Yuya Kizami, was it?
覚えていてもらえて
You
嬉しい
remembered
ぜ
my name. I'm
まさ
flattered.
か本当に会
I
える
never imagined we truly would meet again, however.
同類の人間には
I
縁が
suppose
ある
those of like mind have a certain bond in here.
勝手に同類扱いしない
Don't
で
lump me in with you. I'm not like
俺は
you
お
at
前み
all.
たいな
ほ
Oh,
ナイフに血がつい
your
て
knife. It has blood on it.
うおっと
Oh my.
これは失
I
念
forgot
して
all
いた
about that.
ああそうだ
Oh, that's
思い
right.
出したよ
Your interests lie in taking
お前の
photos of the
趣味
dead
は
with your phone,
携
don't
帯
they?
で死体の写真を撮
Sakataro
ることだ
Morishige from Kisaragi Academy High School, if
木
I'm
更
not
木学
mistaken.
園の
I see.
そうか
So you were watching me
やはり
after
あの
all.
時
お前もなかなかいい趣味してると思うぜ死体に興奮を覚える
Far be it from me to criticize your pastime. Getting excited by the sight of corpses is certainly unique.
He just wants
別
to
に
go
お
to
前に知られたところで
Huh?
He just wants to go to the party.
He just wants to go to the party.
こ
He's
の
the only one enjoying the fucking party.
近畿なんてあってないようなものだ
I don't know. I feel like they're both enjoying the
They're
party.
both enjoying the party, but in certain different ways. You is the one populating the party. Well, I suppose there's no harm in you knowing. Taboos don't exist in a twisted land such as this.
そうだな
It's very true.
残された
It's up to
命を
each of
どう
us
使
how
う
we
のが
best use the time we have left
個
in
人
here.
の
それでお前は
And you've chosen to run
人を
around
殺し
killing
て
people
回っ
with
ているっ
yours.
てわ
おいおい
Oh, come now.
人を
You
無
speak
差
as
別
if I'm
殺
some
人
kind of
犯みたい
serial
に言わ
killer.
ないでくれ
But I only killed those who catch my
What
interest.
Sounds kind of
Still
like
gonna
what a
shoot
serial
him.
killer would do, my dude.
お前に興味を持たれた人間は
I'm sure those who have caught your interest thus far would have no qualms calling you what you are. You
ま
speak
る
as
で
if this
人
doesn't
事みたい
concern
に言う
you.
な
なる
I see. Am I a person of interest then for your
その
amusements?
ま否定はしない
Let's
で
just say you're a contender.
別に人を殺している人
I'm
間な
not
ん
the
て
only one killing
俺
people,
だ
you
けじゃ
know.
ないだろ
In the end, there's no difference whether you're
聖
killed
者
by
に
the
殺
living
さ
or
れ
the
よう
dead,
が
is there?
もいや
In fact,
亡者に殺される方が
I suspect being killed by the dead is a
もっと
far
むご
more
い殺さ
brutal
れ方をする
experience.
かもな
Consider, for example, the
こ
girl
の
who
髪
wore
飾
the
りを
this
つけてい
hairpin
た
in life.
それは
That's...
なんだ
Hmm,
お前
don't
の
tell
知
me
り
you
合い
knew her.
それは
Would you
渡してもらおうか
give that to me?
あ
Ah,
あこれはお
so
前の
this is a
恋人
memento
の
of
も
the
のだ
girl you love?
違う
No.
なら
Then why
な
do
ぜ
you
これを
want
欲
it?
しがる
それは
Because.
それは
Because.
お前に言う必要はない
Why should I bother explaining myself to you? I must have struck a nerve as I was suddenly being attacked. Not that he was particularly good at it though. I had no trouble at all dodging.
危ないな
Watch it now. I wouldn't lunge at a man with a knife if I were you. I tossed the hairpin across the room and then grabbed Morishige's right arm and began twisting it. Let go! That really hurts!
話したらまた
But if I
殴
let
り
you
かか
go,
る
you're just going to attack me again, aren't you? Shut the fuck up! Just let go of me!
嫌だね
And why would I do that
せっかく捕まえた獲
exactly?
物を逃がす
My
な
prey has been caught.
もったい
It
な
would
い
be
だろ
such a waste if I were to simply open the trap and return it to the wild so soon. I placed the knife against his cheek.
答えろ
Answer
あの
my
髪飾り
question.
の持ち主は
The owner of that
お前に
hairpin.
とってどんな存
What
在
is
だ
your relation to her?
なんで
Why do I have to
お
answer
前
a
にそんな
question
こと
like
答
that?
えなくちゃいけない
Don't get smart with me. I
生
don't
意気なのは
like
好きじゃない
smart. I twisted his arm even farther.
痛そうだな
That looks
ほら
like it must really hurt.
早く答え
Maybe
て
you
く
should
れ
hurry up and answer my question.
この
Bastard. Mayu is like a sister to me.
妹みたいな
We've
存在
always been together.
へ
No,
え
you're
あの
fucking
粉砕し
lying.
たい
You are
ま
full
ゆ
of
ち
shit.
ゃんっていう
Full of shit. Sister my fucking ass. Ah. So that paste of a dead girl's name is Mayu then?
ま
Mayu's not dead.
うん
Huh?
まゆ
Mayu's
が
not dead.
死んでないんだ
She's not.
何がおかしい
What's so funny?
何がってお前
What's so funny?
あれが死んでないわけないだろ
Are you honestly telling me that girl smeared on the wall isn't dead?
人間なんてものは
One little stab in the gut is
腹を
usually
太
enough
さ
to
し
take
しただ
someone
けで
out,
死
you
ぬ
know.
んだたったそれだけで死ぬ
Life is fragile enough even when it's
人の
mostly
形を
intact.
していない奴
But
が生きているわけが
That's not even recognizably human anymore. How exactly is she not dead?
まゆは生きてる
Mayu's alive. I know she is.
聞こえたんだ
I heard her from my phone. I heard Mayu's voice.
まゆは生きてる
She's alive.
だってほら
Look, she's right there.
お前
Are you telling me that bag? I just couldn't find her hairpin. So for that, I'm very grateful. Now, let go. Let go of me! Clearly attempting to ignore the pain in his arm, Morishige bent and contorted his body until I could no longer hold on to him, eventually shoving me out of his way. Blood streamed out from the spot on Morishige's cheek where I'd held the knife. It must have dug into his skin a bit during the struggle. With much effort, he stumbled his way over to where Mayu's hairpin landed.
I got you that time.
これで全部揃う
Now I have all of you.
Shig, that's enough. That's enough.
まゆがずっと
I finally found your hairpin. The one you were always wearing.
バカバカしい
This is absurd.
そんなものは自己満足に
You're
過ぎない
just placating
ただ
yourself,
独りよがりだ
deluding yourself.
その袋の
All
中
you
には
have is a clump
廊
of
下に落
meat
ちて
you
いたあ
found
の
in the
肉
hallway.
塊だろ
Did this Mayu ask you to gather her up into a bag? Was that
自分の
truly what she
体をか
wanted
き
from
集め
you?
てくれ
quiet.
お前はその行
It's
為で
just your demented little way of
許されようとしている
soliciting
だけだ。
forgiveness. You weren't able to
守れなかっ
protect
た
her, so now
罪
you're
悪感
desperately
をご
trying
ま
to
かそう
atone
とし
for
てい
that.
るだけ。
Shut your mouth!
お前は肝心な時
You were
に
there
一緒
for
にいな
her
か
in
った。
her time of need. You basically just let her die. Morishige was trying to look strong and in control up till now, but his cracks were starting to show. They always do after a time.
彼女は恨んで
She
いるかも
probably
しれ
hates
な
you
い
for
な
it. You are, after all, the man who
助けてくれなかった
failed to save her
お前。
from her gruesome demise.
私はそんなこと
I don't feel that way at all.
ここに来る前に
I
会っ
ran
た
into
子
some
供の
ghostly
霊たち
children just before coming
散
here,
々恨み事を
and
言
they
って
were
いた
saying
から
some rather hostile things.
とその眉っ
If
て
their
子も
grudges
そ
were
ば
any
にいて
indication, then
お前
this
も
Mayu
早
is
く
likely
死ねと言っ
standing
てい
next
る
to
か
you
もしれ
right
ない
now, telling you to hurry up and die already.
No, that's not true, Shig.
You're right. You have to be.
そうか、俺は
I couldn't protect
マ
her.
ユを守れなかった。
I let my precious Mayu die.
しげにのせいじゃない
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
私が
It was all me. I was the one who felt bad for those children and let myself get trapped by them.
寂しくて
I was so lonely.
誰かと話してる
So
と
very lonely. I just needed someone to talk to. I should have listened to Shinazaki and Kishiguma. I would have been happy if I had just been able to see you one last time.
大切な存在だったんだ
She meant so much to
なの
you,
にお前は
and yet you
そ
allowed
の
her
子を
to
一人
die
ぼっちで死なせた
all alone.
この先
From this
罪
point
悪
on,
感
you'll
と
need to
後
live with
悔
the
を
guilt of
抱え
that
なが
failure
ら
until the day you
命
die.
それとも
Or
自
you
ら
can atone
命
for
を
your
絶つ
sins
こと
and
で
take your
贖
own
罪
life.
とするか
In which case,
なん
I
なら
believe I
手伝
can
って
be
や
of
ってもいい
assistance.
Stop!
Mayu.
私は
I want Shig to live. Don't speak for me, you awful fucking man. You don't know how I feel.
マユ
Mayu.
I love you, you know.
難しいから
I was always too embarrassed to say it, but if I'd known this was how things would have ended,
Mayu.
That's why I don't want you to wind up like I did, okay?
私みたいで
Suicide warning. He's gonna do it. Morishige stared at my knife for a time, then reached out and grabbed it.
No, don't do it, Shig, please.
守れなくて
I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. I love you.
好きだ
Shig.
And just like that, he'd stabbed himself in the chest. With what little strength he had remaining, he then pulled the knife from his body. Blood poured from his wound, staining the area around him a deep crimson.
Please, no, 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 no.
Let's be together. Morishige fell to the floor, his eyes still wide open once he'd stopped writhing. I slowly walked over to his body. I then removed my knife from his hand and shook the blood from its blade.
死は
Death is what divides humans.
死は
It returns us all to nothing. It can either bring us eternal peace or eternal
永遠の
suffering.
それが役に立った
I'm glad this could come in handy.
悲しいが
So tragic yet so beautiful was the melancholic waltz we danced here today, Morishige.
I'm gonna sit here and try not to be actually sad. Alright, next one, let's go. We're on a roll.
Let's go. Let's go. Blood Drive Extra Chapter 2, Martuba.
Martuba.
I'm assuming this would be... There's no voice here, so I'm assuming it would be Magari.
Yeah, I was thinking so.
So you do that. Can you take the baby as well? Because I need...
Yeah, careful.
Heep. I saw we. Oh, here. You can have this as well.
Thank you. It was a few days before Yumi would be released from the hospital. The setting was a dark, palatal chamber. Oh my god, I hate that. Please stop. At that, truly palatal at that, with various paintings and tapestries lining the walls and ornate, vividly hued candelabras dotting the room. Along with a variety of human and animal-shaped objects placed here and there. In short, these surroundings were rife with a sinister and supernatural mystique. Such was the nature of Martiva's Tomb, the secret organization of left-handed path magic practitioners to which I belonged. And into these solemn yet stern environs echoed a low, deep female voice. We have determined the whereabouts of our holiest of objects, the grimoire plundered from our hands by those detestable Yagoro. There was a slow, heavy cadence to her voice, and a degree of archaism to her speech that would perfectly convey both authority and experience. This was not someone to be questioned. Surrounding me in the sacred space were numerous shadowy figures, each wearing a black robe. We looked an awful lot like that pop culture perception of devil worshippers. Oh, truly. At long last! Damn those Yagura. The Book of Shadows. The weight of this news was evident by the sudden emotional reactions to those around me. I too was wearing the black robe, though bits of pale skin peeked through would have made it easy to pick me out from a lineup. Lo, the radiance of our queen hath reached mine eyes from the depths of the schoolhouse manifested in the nirvana. Oh, just as predicted. Our founder's wisdom rings true. But was the girl of use? There was a palpable sense of excitement throughout the chamber. Magari, come. Okay. I stepped forward. Mistress Magari of the second degree, we place in thee our trust on thy mission. Thanks a bunch. The very fate of this, our sacred order of Martiva's Tomb, doth depend solely upon the Book of Shadows. Thus, thou must useth my power to retrieve it forthwith.
It likes fucking torturing us with these lines, doesn't it?
Yeah. Huh? By myself? Thou beest the sole master available at this juncture. Shades with the second right of succession, Azura Takai must also be present with all be also present within the Nirvana. Thou art to retrieve both the book and the girl. Fine. I have no qualms about talking back to our high and mighty leader, but some fights you just can't win. And there was no getting out of this one, so I figured I would just suck it up. We shall keep thee abreast of all pertinent information. Do not falter. If thou shouldest fail, know that thy right of succession shall be revoked. I found myself in the local park that night. From atop the jungle gym, I contemplated my situation. Why does everything have to suck so much? With my position as successor on the line, I guess I don't really have any choice but to go. But goddamn, heavenly host? Why? And to have to go after that fucker Azusa on top of everything else? Where the hell does she get off? I laid my eyes back into the steel bars of the jungle gym and gazed up at the sky. The stars were particularly bright that night. Why the fuck did you have to die on me, Naho Sayanoki? Naho, you bitch! Scumbag! Shithead! I could almost make out Naho's wry smile in the sky above, as if she'd somehow become a constellation after her passing. I was supposed to be the one to kill you. I felt alone, unchallenged. And then even the Naho constellation died on me, sliced through by the tail of a shooting star in the dark of the night. Why'd you have to leave me? Aren't I good enough for you? Unfortunately, I was alone no longer. A voice rang out from below me. It was Masudo.
Yeah.
Hey, long time no see.
When I turned to look, I saw him standing at the bottom of the jungle gym, waving. I said nothing in response, instead brandishing my scythe and leaping from my perch in one swift motion, hoping to catch him off guard and lop off his damned head. He was obviously ready for me, however, casually stopping my advance with a 500 yen umbrella without once displaying the slightest surprise or strain on his face. If I had to give him credit for one thing, it would be keeping cool under pressure. My strength was not insubstantial. He had to have been struggling to hold me back, but it didn't show.
You're also after the Book of Shadows, aren't you? Miss Fourth in line. How about we work together till one of us gets it?
The scythe and the plastic umbrella frame scraped against one another with an ear-splitting shing. I had every intention of killing him right then and there, and I made no effort to hide it. Masudo, meanwhile, was just smiling back at me, though he had a look in his eyes that slightly belied his outwardly nonchalant regard for this battle. Yeah, exactly. His black pupils shone in red in the dim light. Finally, we pushed hard enough that our weapons clashed and deflected one another, putting some slight distance between us. We'll save this fun for later. Persistent Yagura scum. With a flick of the wrist, I shrank my scythe back into portable form and sheathed it. I then crossed my arms and smiled.
Why is sheathed in fucking quotation marks? What did she do with it? Did she not?
Shoved it between her boobs, probably.
Fucking probably. Yeah, there'll be plenty of time for a battle royale later. Guess I'll just have to wait till then, cause I sure would love to kill you too, Motoba. When this is all over, I'll be sure to watch you take your last breath. If we're gonna work together though, we'll need to be on the same page. I believe what you're looking for is the fully intact Book of Shadows, correct? Your holy object with the Nirvana and the core all put right back into it and to form the completed whole as it originally manifested.
Mizuno pointed to his 500 yen umbrella. That Nirvana was awakened a long time ago by Yoshi of the Shinazaki lineage, which means the book can't be reformed by anyone but a Yumi Shinazaki, the successor to that line. Mizuno puffed. So, I plan on sending a Yumi to the Nirvana, the heavenly host, once more. I'll get her to pay a visit to Makina Shinazaki's apartment. Mizuno had his arms crossed as well. This was about as reluctant a truce as they come.
Is that so? You do realize that she dies, though, no one left to replace her.
Of course I know that, which is why I'll be supporting her from the shadows. As much as that's going to be a royal pain in the ass.
Okay. You do that. I've got some plans of my own.
This hardly counts as working together, you know. It's pretty much just a race to see who gets the books first. And that sure as hell ain't gonna be you, you Parker freak.
Says you, shit bitch.
Wow, creative.
Creative.
He turned to walk away, but not before chucking a knife in my general direction. It grazed my cheek before embedding itself in the bark of a tree behind me, though I made absolutely no attempts to dodge it, nor did I allow my expression to change even marginally. Excellent. I smiled widely, drunk on my own insane machinations. The pieces were all falling into place.
So far we've got Stewie Griffin and Mr. Burns.
Slutty Mr. Burns on 4. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry guys, sorry guys.
Oh!
I am sorry. I did not know that was coming up.
I didn't either.
Much later. Hello.
Yo-hoo.
Lying on my back in the bathing area, I thoroughly sized up the ever after stones I'd stolen. All the while, the maid was scrubbing me down to get rid of the dead skin cells so I could keep looking pure and lovely. Ouch. The maid just flashed me a smile and continued to scrub. Book of Shadows aside, I wonder if... maybe I can find out, or... Sayaka's bodies. That seems like it might be kind of... Fuck! The vehement scrubbing was making my body vibrate quite a bit, and between that and my monologuing, I wound up biting my tongue. I immediately shot to my feet. That's it! Stop, you piece of shit! I bit my fucking tongue!
Not just yet. We still need to wash you down with hot water. I got so much off, you must feel like a new woman.
Is my skin squeaky?
It is.
Prove it.
As you wish.
Sure enough, when the maid ran her finger over my body, the resistance they found created a sound not unlike that of a freshly cleaned plate. I hate that thought. I hate the thought of your skin being that squeaky. That just sounds like your skin would be fucking dry.
Yeah, I hate that.
Well, not bad for a scrub. Okay, fine. All is forgiven. And we needed that why.
Why?
We needed that why.
Oh, look at her. She's actually dressed in clothes.
Oh my god.
She's actually covered.
God fucking heavenly host. I fell back onto my king-size canopy bed, sprawling out as much as I possibly could. On the floor nearby was a suitcase my butler, Waldo, had prepared for me.
Madame.
Waldo was always so courteous and kept an even tone of voice when addressing me.
The preparations have been completed.
I turned my head and looked down at the suitcase. Damn it all. God fucking damn it. I slowly peeled myself off the bed to begin the arduous task of packing for my trip to Heavenly Host. Opened and ready for me, the suitcase contained a number of essentials that Waldo had pre-packed on my behalf. This sucks. It's awful. I hate it. There was a canteen, some store-bought sweet buns, a black robe, some candles, matches, a knife, and a few other assorted survival items. This sucks. It's awful. I hate it.
Madame, I've also prepared for you some cosmetic water and liquid foundation along with milk lotion if it's needed.
He had 2 large bottles in his hand. I hate it.
Of course. I love that his name changed from just being Waldo to being Old Butler Waldo at the very end there.
Yeah. I saw that and I'm like, tee hee.
Blood Drive Extra Chapter 3, The Unconceding.
Oi.
Ah, it has returned to me once more.
Return to you.
Return to me.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. Don't walk away too far, this is you.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna turn your bell for you. Shimada. Can you remind me who Shimada is?
He's the guy with the red hair. The dickhead that's basically just a fucking
What do you want?
incel. Can I say that word on Twitch?
No, you can't.
It's fine. Shh, shh, shh. It's fine.
いい加減面倒
You're
だ
a
な
real pain in the ass, you know that.
Huh? Did you just say what I think you just fucking said, you bastard? And always with that smug fucking look on your face. I'll never lose to the likes of you, you hear me? Never!
Despite the oppressive summer heat, there was just something about a momentary breeze blowing through the hallway that always struck me as kind of lonely. The window was open, only about 10 centimetres, but with a weather system rolling in, that was more than enough to cool the place down pretty well. I squinted my eyes as I looked outside, enjoying this moment of rest while I could. This does not sound like you. No.
Sorry, it didn't sound like him either, to
No,
be fair.
it didn't.
It sounded like fucking Morishige.
Yeah.
My name's Kai Shibata. I commute to Bakudan Senior High School by day and model for Men's Buckle by night. Men's Buckle is a fashion magazine that you can find on the shelf in most any bookstore. There are a bunch of high schoolers who model for them, but I'm kinda in a class all my own. Basically, they're standalone charisma model. Their monthly sales go up by like 10,000 whenever I'm on the cover. Naturally. Needless to say, I ain't got no problems with women, and I ain't got no problems with money. Plus, I'm strong in fights, so I guess you could say I'm like Mr. Perfect, a real Renaissance man. But even an Adonis like me ain't got it easy. There's one guy who pushes my buttons every time I see him, and that guy is none other than... So he clearly has a fucking thing for Yuya.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Yeah. Sorry, that skipped ahead without me doing anything.
No,
Whatever.
it didn't. It's fine.
Okay. Did I just walk into
何か
something?
にぶつかっ
Fucker acknowledged what he did, but just barely. He didn't even slow fucking down. He just kept on walking like he bumped into a potted plant in passing. Ow. Hey! Hold up, you bastard! It actually did hurt. It hurt a lot. I yelled after him at the top of my lungs. But he either didn't notice or didn't care. And whichever it was, it pissed me the fuck off. Damn it! His name is Yuya Kizumi. He's way bigger than he has any right to be, and I wouldn't hesitate to call him my mortal enemy. Not because I've got some kind of weird crush on him or anything. I just absolutely fucking hate him. Don't question that. Don't read into it. It's fine. I've called him out time and time again, but got beat on every occasion. To date, he's the only dude I've never actually been able to win against. Yes, you can't win when you're fighting someone with no standards. Or so I like to tell myself. But there are only so many times a guy can be humiliated before he's just gotta fucking win. And I don't care what kind of underhanded tactics I gotta use. I plan on making him kneel before me. In order to guarantee my victory, though, I'm gonna need to dig up some dirt on him. I consider my options as I entered the stairwell. 2 classmates of mine were there, Ryosuke Katayama and Tomohiro Okawa. They were talking video games, which is nothing new. What type is your Tapimon again?
A fire type that's weak to water. What about yours, Rusuke?
Exact same. Man, doesn't anyone here around here have some ground types? I was just making sure that the volume was the right place, but I didn't check before the stream started. Weak? What's he weak to? That's it. All I gotta do is exploit his weakness. He's gotta have one. Okay. What type is he? I thought about it for a moment, but then decided, what the hell did it matter? And I began to laugh like a maniac.
Huh?
What the? I can win! I can beat him! This time I'll beat the shit out of him for sure. Katayama and Okawa looked at me like I was a dancing skeleton or something, but the fuck did I actually care what they thought of me? I was feeling great.
That was Shimada, right?
I'll never understand that boy. And so I set off to find that deadpan douche's weakness. Gaia has whispered in my ear that victory is at hand.
Sorry. Come on, hurry it up. We're gonna lose our spots if we don't get there right away. Stop hitting buttons.
Stop being such a slow eater.
How about you stop complaining and just pick up the pace?
That hurt. Who the hell? He looked at me like he was gonna flip out, but as soon as he saw it was me, he calmed down real quick. Now he was probably asking himself why I wasn't watching where I was going. A cold chill ran down his back. And all I had to do was glare at him. Huh? He shriveled back.
Shima.
The fuck's your deal, bumping into somebody without even so much as a fucking apology? You got some balls, kid. I grabbed him by the front of his shirt and tilted my head towards him, staring down.
No, I was just in a hurry, that's all.
Oh, so if you're in a hurry, you don't need to apologize for bumping into someone? I learned something new today. Does that mean if I beat the shit out of you and say I was in a hurry, I don't need to apologize for that either? Everywhere you look, it's people acting like little bitches. That's why I always hated coming here during the day. Nothing but yokels getting worked up over fuck all. Man, I'm beat. That shoot ran away. That shoot ran way too long last night. I can't believe I missed the last train. Feels like I didn't get any sleep at all. I'm just so fucking tired. Huh? As I lazily stumbled through the hall, I came upon 3 girls who were laughing and talking and just yucking it on up and blocking the way. They didn't seem to notice me though.
That's Shimada. Not only does he model, but he's just got that cool cat style in general, you know?
Oh, but he fools around all the time. Makes him kind of creepy if you ask me. I heard he's mistreated some of his girlfriends pretty badly too. I'm totally a Kisame girl myself. He's smart and tall and way more mature than any of the other guys around here.
Sorry, I love the way you stumbled over that. I'm totally a dick.
I'm totally a dick.
Huh?
I'm totally a dick.
I'm totally a dick. Right on, sister. He doesn't say a whole lot, but that's actually the part of his charm.
私も
Yeah, I'm right there with you. If someone asked me to choose between Kizumi or Shimada, I'd be Kizumi all the way.
何
What? But didn't you just call Shimada a cool cat?
やだな
Not as a person, I meant in terms of looks. I could never go out with a narcissist like that.
あいつに本気になっちゃうと
I
か
can't even
ありえ
imagine
ないで
someone
しょ
getting seriously into him. You're so mean.
意外とさ
Wouldn't it be kind of cool though if he got into a relationship and it turned out the girl was just using him?
うわ
Oh no, that's super mean. He would do so much better if he never opened his mouth though. He'd just shut up and look good and everything would be a-okay.
I'm serious. Shimada's a real bad egg, stinky as they come.
Hey, I'm hearing every word of this, you bitches. Eek! Don't be talking up your shit here, you filthy whores.
やだ
Oh, he's scary.
何よそんなん
Watch
だ
your
から
mouth,
みんな
that's
に
why
嫌われて
everybody hates. Huh? You talking back to me, you twiggy little shit. Who's everyone? Come on, come out with it.
Let's go, okay.
Okay.
なんであんな奴が白檀に
There's
いんの
someone
よ
like that in Bakudan in the first place. The girls took off faster than they probably ever run before in their lives. Damn pussies. I'm super fucking pissed off right now. Byakudan Senior High School. After the war, in an effort to help push internationalization and economic growth, an educational institution was built here as a sister school to the Valentine Academy in Austria. Initially, it was an all-boys school strictly attended by sons of affluent families, but it's since gone co-ed and relaxed its hoity-toity acceptance requirements. Thanks to its history and enduring reputation, though, it's still largely a den of well-behaved goody-two-shoe fucking pricks. So I'm kind of the odd man out here in a way, and that's fine by me. Alright, let's see what I can dig up.
Where we going?
Student council room. Mitsuki, did the budget application from the Ragu Style Comedy Research Club come in yet?
まだよ
Not
そろ
yet.
そろ出し
And
て
if
く
they
れな
don't
いと
submit
困
it
るんだけ
soon,
ど
there's gonna be hell to pay.
No kidding. I should have a word with them.
I think it's still him. Yeah.
Shimano?
No, this guy.
Okay. I turned back to my monitor and continued typing. This work wasn't going to do itself.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was dyslexic as fuck and I completely read that as mentor instead of monitor. Meanwhile, Mitsuki was busily checking each of the thick file folders on each of the document shelves, and she wasn't missing a beat either.
あそこの部長
Their club
言い訳
president
ば
is
っかり
always
手が
so
遅いのよね
slow. And he's always making excuses about it.
That's fitting, I suppose. Anyone who does Ragugo has to be a master of speech in order to pull it off. Mitsuki stopped what she was doing at this and just stared at me. I could feel her eyes burning into my head, so I stopped what I was doing as well and stared back at her.
袋井っ
What
て
is
さ
it?
落語やってます
I was just
って言っても
thinking,
全
if
然
you told me
よ
you
くわ
did
かんないよね
Rakugo yourself, I don't think I'd be the least bit surprised.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming out. You know, when times change, a lot of other things change with them. They say songs reflect the era, and the era shifts, popular music shifts. But when I see a girl I thought was cute back in the day walking down the road with her granddaughter, all I can think is, who cares about the music? How did I get so old? What kind of image do you have of me?
どんなって
What? I am
何
so
着物とか
confused.
似
Yeah,
合う
me
って
too.
言う
Even the sound didn't help that because it was definitely his voice. There was just a before and after it. And I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I think he was imitating the comedy club people, maybe.
Possibly.
I've got no clue, man.
No idea. I just think he'd look good in a kimono, that's all.
何
Huh?
私なんか
What?
変なこと
Is
言
there
った
something
の
wrong with that?
I tried to play it off. I didn't really want to deal with whatever implications there may have been here, if there were any at all. Okay, I see. Alright then.
うーんあとは
You also strike me as kind of a
な
father
んかお
figure,
父さん
in
み
a
たいだ
way.
よね
Dum.
What? A father figure.
どうしたの？
Fukuroi. Hello. Something wrong?
Mitsuki waved her hand back and forth in front of my face. I'm a father figure?
だって
Well, you're really level-headed for a high school student, and you're always either reading or doing crossword puzzles in your spare time.
それってこ
Those are traits you'd find more often in someone's dad commuting to work than you do in a high school student, don't you think?
That may be true, but Mitsuki, do I truly come across to you like such an old man?
だから
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Dumb.
So that's it then. That's how it is. Okay.
Just kidding.
確かに趣味はおじさ
You
ん
may
夫
have
妻
hobbies of
よ
a middle-aged man, but you're a wonderfully caring and reliable high school student council president when it counts.
Mitsuki. Thank goodness. If I became the class dad, I wouldn't know how I'd be able to live with myself. Wait. Actually, if I may ask, has anything bad happened to you recently?
Huh? Not that I can think of. Why?
Well, it's probably nothing, but you seem depressed lately from time to time. Out of sorts, I suppose. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, but if you ever do want to talk about anything, I hope you know I'm here for you.
ありがとうフクロイ
Thank you,
あ
Fukuroi.
んた
That's what I mean about you being wonderfully caring.
Well, I am your father, after all.
で
And
も
that's what I
私
like about you.
Mitsuki, you know, Mitsuki, I,
袋井ちょっと聞きたいことあるんだけど
Fukuroi, got something to ask you.
なあ山本もいるならちょうどいい
Oh,
お前にも
and you're here too, Yamamoto. Perfect. Hey, what's wrong? As if he weren't distasteful enough to begin with, interrupting this tender moment with Mitsuki certainly did nothing to endear him to me. What's got you in such a pissy mood? Actually, scratch that. I don't fucking care. I just need to ask you something.
実
What
は
is
よ
it? I'm actually thinking of inviting Kizumi to hang out, but I want to know what sort of things he doesn't like so that I can avoid
そうな
them.
ものとかし
Something Kizumi dislikes. Let's see. I can't say I know of a single thing off the top of my head. Other than snobby ass little bitches like you. I guess when he had to help out with Kurosaki with his part-time job, he looked a little unsettled.
バイト
Part-time job, well, what kind of job was it? It was Tenjin Highlands Frightful Labyrinth School, if I recall. I believe he was
ちょっと待って
Wait, just a minute here.
島田あんた何か
Shimada,
って
you've got a serious grudge against Kizami, right?
なのに遊び
And now
に
you're
誘うとか
inviting him to
なんか
hang
変だ
out?
と思うんだけど
Something smells real fishy here.
Yeah, that's just because you haven't washed your pussy in a while. What of it?
言ったわよね
言ってねえよ
I heard that. Caught you red-handed, didn't I?
The fuck's that supposed to mean? I didn't say
言った
nothing.
わよ
You made a noise.
また人を
I bet you're planning to set him up again, aren't you?
Now, Mitsuki, let's not get too carried away. That's right, Yamamoto. It'll give you wrinkles on that perfect forehead,
かわいい顔
which will do no favors to your beautiful face. Though I still love the way you look when you're angry. Shimada sneaked a quick kiss into Mitsuki's left cheek.
You.
Ah!
お前
What are you doing? What are you doing? Ugh.
He angry. That's enough, Fukuroi.
Shimada then flashed Mitsuki a smirk and turned heel.
じゃあな
About time I was on my way. Laters.
こらかいちょっと待って
Wait, Kai, hold on.
You are so not getting away.
美月
Calm down, Mitsuki. Drop the chair. Drop the chair. I heard Mitsuki's fury erupting from behind the door, but paid it no heed just walked out of the student council room. I got what I came for. Mr. Frightful Labyrinth.
よーし
Alright, good to go. Now I just gotta confront... Huh? Speak of the devil. Squinting my eyes, I could just make out Kizumi walking a little ways ahead of me. I guess this is my lucky day.
おい
Yo, hey, Mr. Emo.
今日も
Going home by yourself again? How fucking pathetic. Hey, listen to me when I'm talking to you. Are you fucking deaf? Stop Kizumi. He was completely ignoring me, but I was bound and determined to get his attention. I started yelling at the top of my lungs. Finally, the usual expressionless Kizumi turned around, and he actually looked annoyed as hell with me. Good.
What do you want?
Don't be silent when you're looking at someone. I got prey in my sights, and I'm not the kind of guy who lets it get away. So it's your own damn fault for ignoring me the first fucking time.
Am I your prey then?
You see anyone else here, pretty boy? I'm different today, Kizumi. I'm fucking ready for you. Let's settle this right here, right now.
He is so fucking gay.
Yeah, this is incredibly gay. I stand alone, beaten by the cold wind, and that's the way I like it. It's perfect, I'm perfect, and you're gonna regret ever fucking crossing me.
Hey.
What do you want?
You're a real pain in the ass, you know that.
Huh? You just say what I think you fucking said, you bastard. And always with a smug look on your face. I'll never lose to the likes of you. You hear me? Never.
I'm always gonna be alone, huh? Well, that's fine. As long as I'm always on top. As long as I never lose to anybody else. Not anybody.
Hey, hello? McFly? Yo, you listening, Kizumi?
Is that so?
Is that so? Fuck you! What the hell are you laughing at? Don't you be making a fool out of me, you jackass!
It's not my intention to make a fool out of you.
Hey, you're making a fool out of yourself, honestly.
Uh-huh.
I don't get you, man. You think you can always just play it cool and people like me will look the other fucking way? Eat some of this! Once upon a time, there were 3 young boys who snuck into a deserted house.
What's this all about now?
Just shut the fuck up and listen. The house had a thatched roof and it had been totally empty for decades. The floors were all patched up with boards, the walls were in shambles, there was tons of dust up behind the scattered broken furniture the former owners left behind. Once they got inside, the kids split up. One went to the kitchen, another went to the bedroom, and the third went to check out the old shogi board he'd seen in the living room. He quietly swept all the dust off the board with his sleeve, and that's when he noticed the red and black spots all over it. There were blood stains. He gasped, his pulse was racing and his breath turned erratic. He couldn't even look at it anymore. He averted his eyes, looking up instead, where he saw a rope hanging from the ceiling beam with a loop tied in the end that totally hung down. That made him weak in the knees and he couldn't bear to look at it anymore, so he averted his eyes again, this time looking down. And how had he missed this before? Right beneath this field of vision lay a rusty knife with red and black stains on the blade. He screamed, absolutely terrified, and his friends quickly ran to the room to see what was the matter. It didn't take them nearly as long to notice the bloody shogi board, the noose, and the rusted blood-covered knife, at which they all froze in fear too. After a few moments of stunned silence and a creaking sound resonated from somewhere above their heads, the 3 of them looked up in unison, all terrified. The rope hanging in the ceiling began moving on its own, spinning in a wide circular motion. For a second, their minds all went blank. Then they just scrambled all at once to get the hell out of there, tripping over anything and everything that stood between them and the fucking door. Safely outside, they thought they were finally out of the woods, but then, crash! The deserted house made an awful sound and collapsed in on itself before their eyes. They were shaken hard by this point, and they were all like, yo, let's get far away from here, now! But just as they turned to leave, they heard one last sound come from the ruins of the old house. It was the sound of that old rope creaking. Creaking as it swung. And it was otherworldly, so it was creepy as fuck.
I see.
That's it? You're not scared? Come on, dude, freak out.
You seem to be easily amused.
Oh, snuff it. Shit, this isn't working at all. I have no choice, I gotta fall back. You win this round, but I'll be back, you hear me? Don't you dare think you've seen the last of me. And with that, off I went. Damn, yesterday was a huge pain in the ass. Does this guy even have a weakness, or is he like totally infallible? No, there has to be something that bothers him. It's impossible for there to not be. And I need to settle the score. Depressed and determined, I went to the student council room. Yo, anyone home? And of course, when I opened the door, who would I see? But Kizami. He placed a chair by the window and had his eyes closed, but for some reason his forehead was all scrunched up like he was trying to think of something. When I called out, Kizami opened his eyes and gave me a sharp glare. It was actually kind of intimidating, though I'd never say that to his face. Nonetheless, it backed off a little. What the hell? You want to go, huh? Hi, how many times have I told you not to stir up trouble in the student council room?
Huh? Why is the door open? Oh, did I come at a bad time or something?
We all turned our attention to Kurosaki. No, Kurosaki, you came at just the right moment.
Seriously? Sure seems like bad timing to me. There's totally a chill in the air here.
It's from those two. Hey, don't talk about us like we're the plagued or something. So, Kurosaki, what can I help you with?
Oh, yeah. I thought maybe we could all try some of this together.
Is that?
Yep. The infamous R2 yakisoba bread. It's usually sold out, but I managed to get my hands on some today. And I was thinking it might be fun for us to try our luck.
R2 yakisoba bread. It was actually written like R squared and stood for Russian roulette. They were small bread bites covered in fried soba noodles. Only a few packs were produced each day, and for 20 pieces, 5 of them at random were secretly infused with red-hot chili sauce. Strangely, this made a real hit item. Isn't that supposed to be kind of dangerous, though? Like, to the extent that people have actually passed out from it.
Those are just silly rumors. If it were really capable of knocking people out, they would have stopped selling it a long time ago, don't you think?
That's true.
Oh, but you're not good with these, are you, Kazami?
Huh?
So, I guess it'll be me, Fukuroi, and Shimada.
Oh, no way. You gotta get on this too, Kizumi. R squared's like super rare after all. You can't not eat it when you got it. Ooh, I know. Since we got this rare opportunity, how about we continue what we started last night, you and me? You're not gonna back down from a fucking challenge, are you?
You're certainly persistent.
Hello, hello, welcome to the new people. Make sure you check out the pin trigger warning. Thank you. You're damn straight I am.
Oh, actually, the warning has actually unpinned.
It's unpinned. Joey just noticed. Sorry about that, folks. 1 second.
Swoop. It's not. It will not let me pin it.
Okay. Go over and pin it.
Always.
I'm glad we noticed because I like to have that pin. That's kind of important.
You just scroll by it. Up. There.
Oh, here. Alright, now it's pinned.
Now it's pinned.
Just make sure you check that out before continuing, because there is some, like, troubling stuff that comes up in this game. You're damn straight I am, you fuck. I ain't gotta go down like a loser. I'm nobody's bitch. I'm gonna settle the score right now, once and for all, with this R squared yakisoba bread. But then it'd be kind of boring to just try our luck and be done with it. What do you say we put something on the line? If you win, how about I give you the cover spread on the next issue of Men's Buckle? But if you lose, you gotta bow before me and admit you're a fucking loser.
Alright. I accept those terms. What?
Kizami?
Hey, Kizami! Kurosaki, hand it over. Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Kurosaki, Kizami, Fukuroi, and I each took a piece of the bread from the wrapper.
You all ready?
Did you say you all or did you say y'all?
I said you all, but it came out very American.
It came out very American and
really
sounded
did.
very y'all-like.
And I'm horrified myself. Continue.
Woo! I did it! You said the y'all word.
I think it was just I was saying it very quickly.
No,
but
you
okay,
said
we
the
can just
y'all
accept
word.
y'all.
You said the y'all word.
Right, hurry up, come on.
You bet. Just say the word. Why do I even have to be a part of this again?
On 3. 1, 2.
Ugh, fucking motherfucker!
Ha! Looks like Shimada hit the jackpot.
大丈夫か
Are
カイ
you alright, Kai? Ugh. That was one of the chili pieces, alright. I did my best to hold on to my screams, but there was only so much I could do. Something had to give. It was tough not spitting it out, but I had to show these shitheads I could handle a little spice. You're not really showing it very well. No.
You brought this on yourself, you know. Here, drink some tea.
I snatched the bottle from Kirasaki and chugged it down wholesale.
Shimada, you're all teary-eyed. Are you okay?
泣いてねえよ
I'm not crying.
Really? But your eyes.
泣いてねえって
I said I'm not fucking crying.
Alright, already. No need for the blonde casket. Looks like I
俺
won.
の
I'm the only one to get a hot piece. God fucking.
事前に調べ
All
た
my
情報
sources
に
said there'd be extra noodles in the ones with chili sauce. Was that just smoke up my ass? I continued to mull over where I went wrong. Kirasaki got this concerned look on his face. He was staring at Kizumi, who'd suddenly gone real still.
Hey, you alright, Kazami?
何がだ
Why wouldn't I be?
何がって
Well, you're bothered by parsley, right?
ほらもう
See, this is what happens when you push yourself. You don't look so hot.
パセリ
Parsley?
やっぱ
Oh, crap.
Kirasaki cupped his hands over his mouth and Kizumi shot him a hell of a glare.
そうか
So that's it! Your weakness is fucking parsley! That's so lame!
確かに俺はチリソースのダメージ
I may have taken some blows from the chili sauce,
だがな
but you took some heavy hits yourself from the parsley, so I'd say this match is a draw.
詭弁だ
That's
な
absurd.
だぞこの野郎
What's absurd about it, you bastard?
俺が負けるなんて
I
あり
don't
えん
lose. I can't. It's not possible.
あ
Damn it, not now.
はい
Yeah, yeah,
はい
sure I can.
あ
Okay, see you
大丈夫
soon.
ですよなんだ仕事か
What was that? You have work?
あ
Yeah, I'm getting called for some gig that just came up. So I guess we'll just have to settle this another day.
何を言っている
That's not how it
この場合
works.
お前の危険
Withdrawing
負け
from the
だ
challenge is tantamount to losing.
はあ違う
No fucking way. If it's from a third party interference, it don't count. So any loss on my part is null and void.
じゃあな
Can't help it if I'm busy. I'm popular. I'm also the fuck out of here.
い
No matter how much work you've got, Kai, just don't push yourself too hard. Remember, you're a student first.
分かってるって
Yeah, yeah, got it. Speaking of, if there's anything in the wings, Mr. President, I'll be sure to follow up.
さてとそ
But
れじ
for
ゃ
now,
あ
I'm
行
off.
くぜ
Later.
負け犬が
Loser.
あ
Huh? The fuck you just say to me?
あー
Well, here we go again.
キザ
Kisame
ミって
can
意
be
外に負け
a
ず嫌い
real
だから
sword loser.
お前ら
You too. If you're gonna fight,
頼む
take
か
it
ら喧嘩は
outside.
外
Fukuro is basically face palming, but me, I was ready to rip Kizumi a new one.
ほんとてめえは
Oh,
ム
you
カつく
really
野郎
boil my blood, you motherfucker! I wanna puke when I see your fucking
そ
face.
れは俺のセリフ
I
だ
could say the same to you.
己の力量をわきまえず
All bark, no
無駄
bite.
吠えす
You little. Who the fuck you calling a mongrel? Can't let you get away with that shit. I don't give a fuck if you cry like a punk ass bitch. You're mine.
よく
All
吠え
I hear is barking.
Ugh. I'll show you barking, you bastard. Let's go one more time.
るいいだろ
Fine.
俺
I'll
と
be
お前
happy to show you which of us
ど
is
ちらが上
stronger.
か思い
You're on. You're going down. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, you brain dead fucker.
おい黒崎卵パン
I
買っ
hate
てこい
Kurosaki. Buy us some egg bread.
え
What? Me? Hey, did you see this month's issue of Men's Buckle?
まだ見てないけどどうして
Can you be hot up?
Not yet. Why? I was getting there.
たまたま本屋さんで
I'm
見つ
amused.
けたんだ
I'm
けど
amused.
さ
Okay.
Giggle, giggle. I saw this when I was walking past the bookstore yesterday. Ta-da! Yuya's on the cover. Isn't that amazing?
なんでキザミくんが
Why Kizumi?
俺
Oh,
知っ
I
てる
can
よ
answer that.
なんでも
For whatever reason, Shimada and Yuya wanted to test their luck, or to be more accurate, they, along with Masato and Kensuke, decided to take the squared yakisoba bread challenge. But when they couldn't agree on a victor, Yuya and Shimada had an egg bread speed eating contest.
でいつも通り島田の
And
敗
this
退で
usual
終わっ
Shimada
たわ
bowed
け
out
だ
early. The
が
difference is this time around they put something on the line.
メンズバッ
The
グ
right to be on
表
the
紙モ
cover
デル
model
の
for this
剣
month's issue of Men's Buckle.
島田くんらしいという
That does sound like Shimada. I could easily see him making a wager like that
つ
without
い
thinking
勢
it
いで
through.
言って
He never thinks anything
いつ
through.
も余計なこ
But
と
I
ばっ
have
か
to
する
admit,
けど
I'm really grateful for it this time.
今回は
Thank you, Shimada!
それにしても
I'm kind of surprised the publisher would allow someone with no modeling experience to be their cover model, though.
まあいつは白
Well,
弾
he is Byakudan's
器用
most
な
well-rounded man.
あいつが表紙を飾った
Cover shot apparently brought sales up over 30,000 copies, apparently.
空って
Wow, was this guy always this big and blue?
正直
Honestly, I never expected he'd actually be able to join for the shoot after I lost the bet.
なのに
Both the editor and cameraman gave the okay without a second fucking thought. I mean, fuck. What is he? This sucks.
いや
Wait just a
ちょっ
minute.
と待って俺はカリスマモデル
I'm the charisma model.
こんなと
I ain't got a time to sulk.
俺は負けね
I won't lose to that dipwad, no way, no how.
え
In fact, the battle's only just begun.
俺にはガイ
I
ア
have Guy on my side. Next time I'll be begging for mercy. You better be ready for me,
勝てて
Kizumi.
やるぜ
Ryosuke
Ryosuke,
なんか
did you just
怖い
hear a
笑い声が
thoroughly
聞こえるんだ
disturbing
けど
laugh?
いやあ
I sure did. Never a dull moment with Shimada around, is there? Just another peaceful day here at Byakuda. Can't believe I had to voice that. Do you want to go ahead and call it here? Because I'm honestly kind of hungry.
Sure.
So, I guess we weren't gonna get through all 8 of them in one shot. That was a little bit of a bold desire, but it's fine. We'll
I mean, we
finish
could have
next
managed it, but probably if we'd actually eaten before.
week. Yeah. I am just hungry. I desire my pizza.
The pizza.
The pizza. We still don't know what we're doing tomorrow, so if you're here and you're interested in having any kind of input into that, just mention it in the Discord server. Once we get some suggested ideas, we'll basically pick something from the suggestions. So we were gonna do a poll, but frankly, I've been lazy and I completely forgot to make it. So based on suggestions, we will just pick something from the list of suggestions. Next week we've got probably the final part of the last canon ending for Papers, Please on Wednesday. There is still more to the game, but this will be the final part for the last canon ending.
Yes.
And this is the good boy, good government dog ending.
Good boy.
Good boy. And then on Thursday, we've got, chapter 8 of Resident Evil 4, the remake. And then the rest of these on Friday of next week. And who the fuck knows what's happening next Saturday? I really don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, that is the upcoming schedule. So let's see if we've got anyone we can raid. No.
Nobody.
Alright, well, keep it creepy.
Keep it weird.
And most importantly, stay queer. Bye-bye.
Bye.